Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast. Did you know that plants are truly amazing? Not only can you grow them and eat them, you can also wear them, drink them, nourish your skin with them, and so much more. Let Ellen and Michael inspire you to love plants as much as they do, as they chat with the movers and shakers in this wonderful plant-based world. So, let's dig in.
Florette carefully select their salad leaves to ensure a perfectly balanced mix. As sponsors of Series 8 of the podcast, Florette have something to suit everyone's taste, from mild to strong salad leaves in bags that can be recycled at supermarkets. So whatever deliciousness you are cooking, pair it up with the perfect salad and make it unflorettable.
Welcome to the Plant-Based Podcast News.
Your horticultural news roundup for the week.
Now, you may have felt like you've seen less slugs this year in your garden, as reports suggest the dry conditions force slugs to try and find new, moist homes, and the eggs potentially dried up. Your hostas may be breathing a sigh of relief, but the birds that feed on them certainly aren't.
It will take 7 days for royal parks to collect all of the flowers left for the Queen and add them to the compost heap. All compostable tributes will go towards the huge amount of compost needed in the royal gardens. So if you left some flowers, they will help future flowers in the royal parks gardens to grow.
More than 1,000 species of palm tree are at risk of extinction, according to a study. Scientists used artificial intelligence to assess the risks to the entire palm family, from tall trees to climbing plants. The data gives a much better idea of how many and which palm species are under threat. Palms are a huge plant family that provide millions of people with food, drink, and shelter.
Now, Brent Council has announced that they will unveil a brand new horticultural public artwork that addresses the contested history of Gladstone Park. The park is named after British Prime Minister Sir William Gladstone, whose family owned plantations in the Caribbean and received the largest of all compensation payments made by the Slave Compensation Commission. The new artwork will be unveiled on October the 14th as part of Black History Month and will mark the first time in the UK's history that a public artwork of this kind has been used to acknowledge the contested history of green space.
Suzanne Rowcliffe on Twitter has managed to find 240 wildflowers in her Collins Gem Guide to Wildflowers. That is every single wildflower in the book. The project, which she began in 2006, has taken her to many places, from seashores to mountaintops and everywhere in between.
Well done, Suzanne. That's really cool.
Real fun.
It does. From Saturday the 1st of October, beavers will be recognised as a native species in England and a European protected species. The new law is good news for this extraordinary mammal, which can do so much to restore wetlands across Britain. The Wildlife Trust pioneered the reintroduction of beavers and are now calling for greater clarity and urgency from the government to ensure the widespread return of the animals.
Okay, Goss.
We are recording, and I just do have to keep stroking your arm because your top is just very tactile.
Oh, did you ask permission? I got a fleece. Fleece is really cool right now, isn't it?
It's very cool. Hasn't it always been
and
cool?
This is a really
really
gorgeous pink and
rusty.
Pink and brown, which sounds awful on paper.
I think it's rusty orange.
Yeah? Do you
Yeah. And orange and pink are totally the colours of the year.
Definitely. How are you? We're actually recording this gossip in Kew Gardens because we really have had quite the honour of interviewing 4 different people across the gardens.
You might be able to hear the aeroplanes.
I know. It's going to be a very special set of episodes, so quite pumped for that, actually.
The last one that we recorded, I was really excited because we were just talking about like growing edibles.
I think you two could be friends in real life.
I want to go out.
This isn't real life. What?
This is like dating for friends. She was absolutely awesome. I feel like I could go and have a drink in the pub with her and just talk about plants all night.
Yeah, so cool actually. So we're really excited about that. We're almost we haven't quite decided yet, but we'll probably bring it as a kind of mini series or something like that. Ellen and I will argue about that off podcast. Yeah.
Will we argue it, or will we just discuss it like mature adults?
I think like we're really good at kind of coming to the same conclusion almost at the same time.
Yeah.
But allowing each other to kind of wander and kind of explore other options.
We work it out, don't we, somehow?
Quite instinctive, really. Yeah.
Isn't that very nice?
Did we ever really disagree on something?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I mean, you've annoyed me frequently, but we haven't disagreed.
But we know what side our bread is buttered, don't we? I think that's a good way to describe it, right? Yeah.
Anyway, so this is the last episode of this series. Mm-hmm. Another epic series.
Yeah, thank you to our sponsors, Fleurette.
Yeah, thank you.
The home of great salad.
I hope you've been able to make your salads unfleurettable.
Yeah, and you might remember that I stir-fried mine.
I made a smoothie.
Predictable.
You're so rude.
I know, sorry. I stir-fried it. I did something else with it. What was it?
You stir-fried it
I
and
stirred
you
it
made
through meatballs.
Meatballs,
yeah. Uh-huh.
So basically loads of way to use lettuce rather than just having a standard salad.
But we've also had contributors as well. We've had Old House in the Shires who was talking about sewing,
Before we move on, have you heard about Old House in the Shires on Instagram?
What?
So her account got hacked.
Oh, did she not have two-step authentication?
She's completely lost it. So yes, she did on Instagram, but not on Facebook, which is connected.
Oh, Willies, that's good to know.
So her Facebook account was hacked, and she has lost years worth and lots of content. It's gone. All of it's gone.
It's mad how you got no comeback on that, isn't it?
I think she's in discussions with Instagram, but it's very complicated. And I believe you might want to. Can you look on Instagram for me right now so we can tell everybody?
I think
her new account is Flowers in the Shires.
Yeah.
So it was Old House in the Shires. I think it's Flowers in the Shires, and we have to give her a shout out because she's been a wonderful contributor, and her her info on social media is really cool. Flowers in the Shire.
It didn't come up. But
anyway.
Yeah, we'll let you know in the socials.
Yeah, we'll let you know. Hopefully she gets that sorted out as well.
Awful.
And Kaylee Brothers, so talking about fungi, which was really cool too. And also we have had
I'm just going to let you sweat.
Emma Britton.
Oh, well done.
Emma Britton Glassware. Who's absolutely, completely lovely as well. And she's got a new range coming out for Christmas too. All botanical glassware. So yes, wonderful.
Yeah, so end of the series. Really cool series, but obviously right into the next one.
We're not having a break.
No, we never do now, Ellen.
We used to, didn't we?
Since we got top 5 in the charts, it went to our heads.
we literally don't want to go down the charts. We're like, keep on going.
So that's pretty cool. We've got a new sponsor, Lava Light, as well.
Yeah, Lava Light.
With them. Really excited about that.
Go check them out.
Yeah, I'm going to be playing with a few of their different products here and there too, which is cool.
Yeah.
Already done a little bit with them in the past. It's really... They kind of came from nowhere, but they've really made an impact.
They have done. You think about all of the shows and online.
And the products starting to pop up in like Dobbies and places like that. It's really quite proud of them. Even though, isn't it weird that you can be proud of people you don't know? Is that weird or not?
No, I think that's completely normal. So anyway, Lava Light.
Like because you've met them, right? They're like two really bouncy brothers. They're
they're really nice.
So much fun.
That's really exciting. And we've got some really cool, very cool interviews coming up. So not just Q,
definitely.
where we are at the moment, as you said, but some others. But we're going to keep them under our hat until closer to a release date. But there may be some royalty, or sort of that sort of thing, that kind of topic, and some really cool new garden designer as well. So yeah, it's really exciting.
Wondercrump.
Wondercrump.
Where have you been this week then, hun bun?
This week I have...
Sounds great. No, come on, where you been? Oh, don't go all moody now.
No, but do you know what? It did give me a couple seconds more to remember where I've been this week. I don't remember at all where I've been this week.
The Folly. What's the Folly? You just said the Folly.
Oh, I went...
To me,
It's
offline.
a restaurant in Cannon Street.
I thought it was a garden.
No, it's a restaurant, but it's like botanically... It's based on botanics. So there's all plants hanging from the ceilings and...
But the food is also...
everywhere. Yeah, it's all botanic based.
Would you rate it?
Yeah, it was really, really good.
Yeah?
I'd rate it. Yeah, it was. I think they have a couple, not just at Cannon Street. I think there's another one or two around.
Okay.
But that was very, very lovely. Yes. Mainly. Hang on. What day is it today?
Friday.
Can you stop squeaking the table, please?
Sorry. Friday.
Okay. So earlier on in the week, I had to take my husband back to the airport.
Oh.
So that knocked out
crazy.
Monday. Then yeah.
I've had so many different weekend work at the moment that I'm not sure what day it is.
I honestly have no idea what day it is, what month it is most of the time. Because I'm going back overseas in a couple of weeks, most of my time is now spent...
It's like going on a cruise.
Yeah, I'm going on a cruise, yeah. I have been spending a lot of time to kind of put the allotment to bed for winter,
yeah.
but it doesn't include closing it down. There's still things growing there, like winter veg. So when I come back, there'll be parsnips and leeks. The brassicas.
Go out for a parsnip.
I was going to say to you, there will probably be some cabbages and sprouts that you are so welcome to go and harvest.
It's a long way to go for a parsnip, though. Think of that.
You can take more. You can take more than a parsnip.
Okay. Cool.
But anyway, yeah, there's still stuff growing, and there will be all winter. But it's just tidying up and making sure everything's secure for that period, and clearing out the greenhouse. Some of my more tender plants go to my mum, so I've got like this little jacaranda tree growing, and the mimosa, and like things like lemon verbena that I wouldn't leave in the greenhouse because they would never get watered. They need a little, so they all go to my mum. So it's all about
all the drama of it.
It is, and also I spent a whole afternoon potting up. Don't go hating on me for potting up plants in autumn, and everyone said you should do it in spring, but you should pot them up when they need to be potted up.
Oh yeah, of course.
But everyone, like lots of...
Is that a thing? People are being dramatic
people
about
will be like, you're only meant to pot them up in spring.
Oh my God, shut
Please
up.
don't do
These
that.
people.
Pot your plants up when they need to be potted up. Well, I'm not going to be back for 5 or 6 months. My plants need potting up. So I spent like half a day.
Every day. I don't care.
I spent half a day potting them up, but that was really lovely. Giving them a dust. Telling them they're in charge of looking after the house.
Is that really a thing? I'm sorry, I'm really stuck on this now.
Yeah.
People are really snobby about when you pot.
Well, I
never see this Insta drama. Why don't I see this?
Well, I don't get
There's
it.
also
but
this like
other people-
hybrid drama and
I
stuff
don't
like that.
get involved in it, and
Yeah.
people don't tend to say anything to me. But I see it on
you
other
you
people's.
see it,
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
If if a plant needs something, deal with it. It doesn't matter what time
Well,
of
when
year
I
it
was
is.
10 years old in my parents' shed, no one was telling me not to pot up. Do you know what I mean? We were kind of like forging our own path almost, weren't we? So,
I think, and when you have your plants, you know what they need. Mostly. So yeah, it's all
cool.
about that right now.
Oh my flip.
Busy.
I've been at a really cool trade event because it seems like I've become a grown-up.
I was going to say, you have been adulting.
I know. I've even been on a panel. An industry
saw that.
panel.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, it's really weird though. I don't know what this I think because how to pull this apart really, I don't know, because it's hard to see yourself as a grown-up sometimes. I guess everyone has this, I don't know. But also to know that what you're talking about makes sense, because sometimes I have views on stuff that don't seem like the official narrative, but I guess that's what makes you, and that's what gives you that distinctive opinion and that different insight as well. So so I kind of was like, oh God, if I'm on a panel, I can say something, like say the right thing or this or that. But it was actually really cool and stimulating, and I was complimented on it. It was very it was part of the AIPH, which is like the organisation that kind of helps to run a lot of the different expos around the world that push horticulture as obviously for tourism, but also for career advancement and kind of general interest in the trade really. And I did a presentation in the day talking about marketing in the 2020s, so showing the different social media platforms, kind of also online, offline advertising and marketing as well.
Yeah.
But then on this panel was just kind of like the future of stuff, and sometimes that stuff can get a bit cheesy, but they were really well-crafted questions that really got us thinking and kind of... We'd had we had a guy from Meta there earlier who was showing us kind of like there was like the metaverse and how that could work, and it would be very easy to be like, oh my god, this virtual world, this is not for us in horticulture, this is horrible, this is blah blah blah. But I kind of like tried to stop my thoughts in that way and kind of be a bit like, no, if we need to embrace this or end up with, like, how could we work with that? And like some of the really good questions were like, do you think people would like then rely on the metaverse to interact with horticulture, or actually would they still need to touch, feel and smell the plant, which I strongly believe they do, because I think the sort of product we work with is something that cannot be virtually kind of communicated. But actually, like, then to actually, well, how could the metaverse help? But maybe like visualizing the garden, or how it could be designed, or your balcony space. But then someone else on the panel was like, but then if someone's going to build their ideal garden in a metaverse, then bring in that expectation to then the nursery of like, can they make that happen as nice as it looks there? So it was really cool set of discussions and other questions like, with kind of how you do things, do you follow intuition or data? That was a really good kind of thought-provoking question. So yeah, I've been adulting quite hard this week, Ellen.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm talking of adulting, I really don't understand the metaverse, so now I feel really old. I get it, but I don't get it.
I think I'm exactly the same, really. Yeah. It's kind of just the word where you can be in it, but you can actually be in it almost as if you are playing the computer game and you're in it, but then other people that are also in the computer... I've closed my eyes while I was speaking.
You have?
I don't know why. And then someone else might well be in that game at the same time in your metaverse. But, like, I don't want to be granddad about it and kind of like, oh, no, scary, oh, la, la. I want to embrace it, but... make that judgment of whether it is for me or whether it is for our industry or not, rather than kind of poo-pooing it at the first junction.
Understand it better.
So no, it's definitely thought-provoking to be honest.
I just desperately hope that it doesn't take people away from actually being in the
I don't think it can, because plants and nature are... You can't replicate them.
But we already have a disconnect from the natural world. Not us, perhaps, but a society in general, and I just hope it doesn't take them one further step away from it. That's all. But I don't. Again, I don't really understand it all. So
different,
you know. Well, that sounds very interesting.
Oh, it does.
I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thank you.
Especially for doing your panel talk as well, because I know you're never really into doing it, but you've done it and you were good at it.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Well
really.
done.
Yeah, I just feel like sometimes, like, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know, actually. Yeah, I'll do it again. You can book me for it.
Awesome.
My book's coming out on Thursday, Ellen Mary.
This Thursday?
I'm putting an advert right here, right now.
That's exciting. How do you feel about that?
All right, really.
Good.
Yeah. It's quite fun when you then, because the few press copies gone out this week, probably be one waiting on your doorstep when you get back to Norwichshire.
Can't wait.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. And people are complimenting it and... Yeah. I think that's weird. How am I supposed to feel? You know.
How are you supposed to feel?
How do you feel?
I think you're supposed to feel proud of yourself.
Yeah. Okay,
but I think but I think it's more complicated than that. Do you know what I mean? Because like your words are in a book, and people are going to read that. And you hope they're going to like it, but they might not like it. And then you go through this process of, is it good enough? Did I write the right words? Did I get anything wrong? Like, I know, you won't have, but do you know what I mean? You have this slight question about it. And so you're putting yourself out there in a way, which is quite a scary thing, you know? But you should be proud, you should feel proud of yourself, you know?
Okay.
That's how you should feel.
But I haven't had much time to think of it. Obviously, with this trip and other stuff, it's like, oh god, yeah.
Sometimes, I forget, and I see my book, and I think, I wrote that.
Did you go I must do that on Thursday, maybe. Did you go and find it in the shop?
Yeah, and sign it.
Yeah.
I've never done that, but you should do it.
Just randomly sign it?
Yeah, you can do it, but I feel like it's almost like vandalism. Even though you wrote the book, you don't own that book. The shop's book. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know if you really should do it or not. But
can I tell you something I'm going to do actually?
What?
I'm doing a kind of competition, right? Mm-hmm. And have I told you or not?
Yes, but you can tell us all over again.
When did I tell you?
I think on the last gossip.
No.
That you're going to put them around for people to find?
Oh, yeah, okay, I've told you. I've told you a lot as well. I'm so two-dimensional. Oh, my God. I'm so embarrassed now. But shall I reiterate that just because obviously we're close to going live with the project?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm going to hide the books in houseplant shops in the UK. That's it. And I'll put up a reel telling you where they all are. But that'd be cool, wouldn't it?
What if there's like a fight to get to your book?
No, of course not.
There might be a queue of people like rushing to get to the book.
I am going to do... It's so weird because you kind of need to have an ego when you do that. I am going to do some signed copies that I'm going to sell on my website with kind of like almost like a little goodie bag with it as well. So
that's nice.
Be, pretty cool. I'm going to add the value to the bag. Is there anything you want to put in the bag? I don't know. Have you got
specifically?
I don't know. Have you got a leaflet or anything?
I don't have leaflets and business cards even a thing anymore. I literally don't know.
Being at these business events, I had no business card to give anyone back.
I might give you a People Plants Wellbeing sticker.
Oh, that would be cool. Can you give me 150?
Yes, I can.
Yeah?
Easily, yeah.
Okay, within a few days.
No.
Oh. I need them by next week.
Oh, yeah, I probably can do that, yeah.
Okay, cool. Please make that happen.
Okay.
Thank you.
No, that's business. That's how we do business.
Excellent.
Thank you so much.
Oh, no way. You thanking me or the podcast or what? Yeah?
You.
Yeah, okay. Thank you as well.
Anyway, Michael, is it raining or...
Oh, you worried about
not?
frizzy hair again?
No, my hair's done.
I had to go through 7 series of you faffing about
I'm not
with
being
frizzy
funny,
hair.
but my hair's done now today because we immediately got to queue and went straight into the orchids in the glass house, and it was misting.
Yeah, that looks alright.
Well, I'd curled it when I got up, but it's just dropped, which is better than it frizzing up.
No wonder you were late to see the celebrities.
Better than it frizzing up. Oh yeah, we saw Jamie Dornan in the cafe.
I thought it was Henry Cavill. I didn't know.
I said,
I just knew it was someone with a beard stash.
He's actually really very good looking. Jamie Dornan from 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
I am genuinely rubbish at spotting celebrities.
Well, yeah, because
really
I
bad.
mistook him for someone else.
So the fact that I recognised him is quite exciting. But I would just like to add, I haven't actually watched 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, nor have I. It's just for girls.
I read the first book and was like, wowzer. And then I think there was another book or two, I don't know. I never read those and I never saw the film, but he's recognisable and he's lovely.
He was in The Tourist. There was some drama a little while ago.
I don't know.
Yeah, which was pretty cool. Yeah, it was about a guy in Australia doing something.
Oh, no, I haven't seen it.
It's like great if you see it in the TV Times. This is about a guy in Australia doing something. Compel me to watch it.
Was it good?
I said, yeah, no.
Okay, well, we're done with this conversation then.
But if I met him, I'd tell him it was wonderful.
Of course you would.
Oh my God, that's such a fake way to be, isn't it?
Yeah, but you're not going to go up to someone and go, hi, hated your film, are you?
No, you're not going to say, but like, if they ask you if you like their film, like you have to say yes. I hate this thing in life where there's only one answer to something.
Do you know what? 99% of the time I do agree with you.
Isn't that weird?
But I would feel I would feel bad for telling someone that they worked really hard on a film and that I
But also, it's your
rubbish.
opinion. If they're asking you for your opinion on what they've done, you have a duty to be honest. But we also, never are. I love your scarf.
I don't like the awkwardness. So if you were to say, did you like the film? And me say no, then it might be awkward. And
I know.
And so I don't
but then
want
you're not
that.
being honest.
I don't want that.
It's weird, isn't it?
I know what I would do. This is what I would do.
I haven't seen it.
Ask me.
What am I asking?
Ask me if I like your film.
Oh. Have you seen my film? I was in Jaws.
Oh, wow, look at that sausage roll over there. That looks really tasty. That's what I would do.
No, because that's just rude. And you're vegan.
Vegan sausage roll, obviously. Like what I had this morning for breakfast.
You should have put that in brackets.
Anyway, I'm not going to always. I'm not always going to say vegan in front of anything I eat. But you should assume that everything is vegan that I'm talking about. It's like earlier on when I said we were about eating jacket potato, and you were like tuna and cheese, and I said no, bean and cheese, and then someone else said, you can't have that, you're vegan. But I mean, vegan cheese.
Oh.
Like I don't.
All right, don't get your knickers in a gridlock.
Oh my gosh! Anyway, we've got got another interview to do, so we're going to depart right now.
We better fly.
Thank you everyone for listening to Series 8 of the podcast, and we'll be back next week with Series 9.
Yes, absolutely. And starting off our lovely Q mini-series at some point as well. Yay! Floret are a farmer-owned cooperative passionate about what they produce and sponsor of the plant-based podcast. Grown by a network of local farmers who work to bring you the tastiest salads of the highest quality. So how will you make your dish unfloretable? The music for the Plant-Based Podcast is part of the song Grow by Mikey James, and our editor is Gareth Patch of Semi Echo.